Yo, what's up everyone? It's Jay here, back with another video. Today is day 6 of posting every single day, and I have to tell you guys, I'm feeling good about this. Like, it hasn't even been 10 videos yet, and I already feel like I'm getting into a rhythm. Sometimes I'll just think about the next day when I'm sleeping. Like, I'll randomly come up with ideas about what to talk to you guys about. And yesterday when I was thinking, I said, what's something that a lot of people struggle with. And, it actually intersected with what I talked about yesterday. You can actually go watch that video. It was called The One Thing You Need to Be Successful in 2026. And in that video, I talked about how it was important to, number one, have a goal, because you can't be disciplined if you don't have a goal. And I've talked to many people about this, and we've all came to that same consensus. But the other thing that was important was having a blueprint to get to that goal, and having the 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 courage and the grit to achieve what you want to do. And I was actually thinking about that. Like, what is something that can help people, achieve their goals, even if they're tired, or even if they don't feel like it? Because honestly, guys, I've been at the point, like, many a times where I don't I don't even feel like getting out of bed in the morning. And it's not that I'm depressed or anything like that, but you know, in the winter months, or when you sleep good, when you wake up, you don't want to get out of bed. It's just so comfortable. But that can actually cost you a lot of time. There were some times where, I stayed in bed for like a couple of hours just on my phone after I was awake, and that costed me hours. So there's a method that I started following not too long ago. And I hope I don't mess this up. It's called the Pomodoro. I think it's called the Pomodoro technique. And basically what that technique is, it means that you spend 25 minutes focused on a task. And basically what you say to yourself, I'm just going to do it for 25 minutes. Because think about it, we have 24 hours in a day. So what's 25 minutes? I'll do it for 25 minutes, and then, if I don't feel like doing it, then I'll move on to something else. And this tricks your brain into getting into that flow state, or that mindset of being productive. So what I would tell myself, I'm gonna just get out of bed, and I'm gonna just work on this project for like 25 minutes. And if I don't like it, I'll just relax the entire day, right? And my brain, your brain, it'll agree to that. Like, okay, what's 25 minutes? It's nothing. You have 24 hours in a day, right? You could spend all of this day, doing what you want to do, but just dedicate 25 minutes to the task. And this is perfect because I noticed that after 25 minutes, I didn't want to stop. I wanted to keep going. I remember one time I didn't feel like working out, so I told myself, I'm just going to do 5 push-ups I'm just going to, do 5 push-ups, or I'm just going to do 10 burpees, and then I'll stop. And when I did it, I didn't want to stop, because your brain, once you program your brain, even in that split second, to start doing something, it gets into a rhythm, and it doesn't want to stop. But the biggest hurdle that most people experience is starting. And that's where my modified technique comes into play. Now, for some people, it's very hard to even give 25 minutes. Some people, they can only do 5 minutes, or some people, honestly, they could do 1 minute. I'm not judging anyone. But what I'm going to do is, instead of doing 25 minutes, I'm going to call this technique the 30-second rule. So this modified version of the technique is basically, if you don't feel like doing something, but you know that you have to do it, just do it for 30 seconds. So say to yourself, for 30 seconds, I'm going to work out, and then actually work out just for 30 seconds. And what you'll notice is your brain complies, because it's such a small amount of time. So not even your brain would say no. It's so small. And if you're really down bad, just say to yourself, I'm going to work out for 5 seconds or 10 seconds, whatever it takes for your mind to agree with you. And then you start doing it. Now, once you start doing it, you'll most likely notice 99% of the time that you don't feel like stopping. You want to keep going, even when the timer reached 0. And that's what I noticed for myself. And honestly, that's been so helpful for me, especially within the last couple of months. That's helped me with so many things. The projects that I'm working on, if you guys don't know, I recently got into learning about sales, and it's leading me to my other plan of AI automation. Just to get some skills under my belt. That's helped me so much, because this is complicated, and in the future videos I'm going to break down to you, what exactly I've been learning, why I'm learning it, and just the importance of knowing different skills, especially digital ones, in 2026. But long story short, this is what I'm learning is complicated, and having that technique and that mindset of, okay, I'm just going to do it for maybe 10 minutes, 25 minutes, or even just 30 seconds, that helps my brain to release that friction and to get the ball rolling for what I need to do. And over time, I can increase the amount that I'm going to do it for, or the amount that I'm going to spend on a certain task. So it used to be 25 minutes. For me, I've worked myself up to now, 1 hour. I'll spend 1 hour doing a task. I'll spend 1 hour, crafting a pitch or something like that. And I noticed that once that hour is up, I don't want to stop, because my mind, just within that short period of time, I've gotten my mind addicted to completing the task, and it wants to continue. You unlock this, it's sort of like it's like a flow state that you unlock the more you continue to do something. But yeah, guys, this really helped me a lot. And in all seriousness, if you're someone who struggles with being productive, you don't need to have 10 different apps on your phone. You don't need to have a complex routine. You just need to be able to focus on one thing. Even if it's something minor that you want to do, focus on that one thing. If you want to clean up or clean your home or something like that, spend the entire day focusing on one room. Spend a designated amount of time focusing on one task, and watch how much more productive you are. Because when your mind locks into one thing, you notice results. And that's actually because the mind, I like to see your mind as a laser, right? It's not about how many directions it's scattered in. Everyone's mind is scattered. A lot of times we have like 1,000 different tabs running on our mind at any given moment, right? But when you allow your mind to focus on one thing, that's when you'll notice the most results. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but if you think back over your life, a lot of clarity for many people, it's came when they were meditating, when they just had a moment to themselves to reflect. Maybe you're writing in your journal. That's when the most ideas come to you. Now, why is that? It's because the mind was designed for a magnitude of intensity, not extensity. Now, I hope this helped you guys. And also, by the way, I just got a new subscriber. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for joining the journey. And I know we will be getting more subscribers soon. So all of you guys, enjoy your day, your weekend, your afternoon, whatever time you're watching this, and make sure to implement this technique. And I will see you guys in the next video. All right, peace, y'all.